If we treated it with the practice of data as a product, the way that you would have built that would be much more of these Legos and more microservice based so that you could actually reuse those pieces. So as I create the different views, I'm not starting from scratch every time.
I think data product or data as a product has really risen to the surface and seems to resonate a lot. Teresa, I think you're in an interesting position here because we have vendors and we have uh, thought leaders, and you're kind of in this, in the consulting world that's developing technology around all of this and implementing technology. So, if you were to describe data as a product versus data products within the data mesh, how would you even begin that conversation? Or do we even need to make a distinction?
I think there is a distinction, right? I think data products or packaging of data so that there's value to it and a job to be done is what business will care about, right? So my daughter does talk to me. She called me data Groot because a lot of the things I say, data product, data mesh, data lake, data warehouse, is just a lot of data terms, right? But the business will care about attaching value to data and having a job to be done, right? There's a job to be done. And from that, it could be anything from an analytical record that might be useful within a team to be able to measure value because we're all using that same record. And as the features are added, we can have more efficiency there. Or it could be something that is across the line of business where you might have more SLAs and more requirements there, but we're all seeing the same, let's say, financial data or supply chain data. So we could better make decisions and improve innovation and collaboration, all the way to a third party product that is monetized, right? How you collaborate with a partner, right? And part of that will be adapting your data product to best suit that need, right? So I think the business will care about it in that sort of terms. I would say data as a product, and this is more for us, more data group type of folks, right? It's a practice, right? To do that, we need to create the practice. And this is where some of those characteristics that Zhamak defined in her book, right? We always go back to that. I don't know how you pronounce DATSIS, right? But that discoverability, addressability, trustworthiness, secure, interoperability, self-describing. I was really nervous to get those right. Hopefully I did. But, those are really things that we should be producing. Like we need to treat it as something that is reusable. And I would argue that you could have done data products, right? You could have created a customer 360 before, but you would have likely done it as a data project, almost like a one-off. And then you have yet another customer 360 and another customer 360 because there's different needs. If we treated it with the practice of data as a product, the way that you would have built that would be much more of these Legos and more microservice based so that you could actually reuse those pieces. So as I create the different views, I'm not starting from scratch every time. And there's also a roadmap.